finally we're live. I'm sorry about that. We're waiting for people to show up. So they shall be here soon, hopefully. I'm watching all of you. So today we're going to be talking about X-Men. No, that is no, I won't make that joke because that is not YouTube friendly. So we'll start going off like usual thing of like everyone's favorite X-Men, blah 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 blah, and just do like the round table stuff. Tate here seems to be an expert on all things X-Men. So Tate, tell us, Mr. X-Men genius man level person, how did you find the X-Men? And
I
if
was
you say in
about
a book, I will punch you.
I was about 7 years old, and I had gone down to. I had some pocket money, and I'd gone down to the local shop, uh, convenience store type place, and
Aye.
I thought I was going to go down there and grab some candy or whatever. And
Yeah.
that was back in the day when convenience stores, little shops like that, sold comic books in the magazine stand.
In
And
1942.
yeah, in the 40s. Yeah.
Oh man.
No, this was in about 80, 81, I guess. And I had gone down to the shop, and there were these older boys that I knew from where I lived were down there, and they were looking through these magazines, these really colorful magazines, and I was curious. And one of the boys showed me, and he was reading an X-Men. It was during the oh god, what storyline was it? It was in the stuff just after the Dark Phoenix saga.
Yes, which is a very good saga.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, so we'll just take that just to bounce on stuff, just keep the stream like going and things like that. The Dark Phoenix saga. Rennie was talking to me about it. She loves it. You want to take it off from there, Rennie?
Yeah. So Jean Grey joins the Hellfire Club.
Yes.
Gets her brain kind of taken over by Mastermind, which made no sense, to be honest, because she's stronger than he is. But
At the time, she wasn't, though. At the time, she wasn't sure of herself. Remember that.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true, but still.
Greetings, cast.
Hey, Cast in the Shadows, aka Mandalorian Merc. So she starts to realize that she's powerful and all this stuff, but again, her mind's still kind of warped by Mastermind.
Yeah.
Goes on a mission with the X-Men, winds up being super powerful and saving everybody. And because the rocket was I think it was flying into the sun, if I remember right.
It was coming back from Trask's Sentinel base in orbit, and they got caught.
And for those of you who have just watched the movie, Trask is not a midget.
No, he's not. I mean, he's an asshole, but he's not a midget.
He's a sick motherfucker.
Not a little person.
But anyway, they were coming back from Trask's space station in a modified Blackbird, but they were bathed in cosmic rays, and she felt she was the only one that could shield.
But she was.
They could still pilot the vessel, and she locked the rest of them in the cargo bay where they were shielded away from the radiation.
And she sacrificed. Well, she thought
she went to sacrifice herself. And at the time that at the moment of her impending death, she was contacted by the Phoenix entity.
Well, but hold on. That was retconned. Because it's not the way the comic originally wrote it. I mean, yeah, they retconned it to make it look like the Phoenix made the deal with her. But originally the way it was written is that didn't happen. All the, the sudden death stuff was going on, and she put herself in harm's way to save her friends. And then she awoken as so much more powerful than she was before. Sorry, I didn't mean to correct you, but people do need to know that was retconned when they decided to bring her back after the Dark Phoenix saga, because she committed genocide, and they couldn't figure out a good way to keep her innocence, but at the same time bring back a really great character. Sorry.
Now I'm going to show a picture.
People.
That's that for people who don't know, the Phoenix is this cosmic entity type thing, and it's called the Phoenix Force, and it actually takes hosts. It's actually been known to switch hosts out of Jean Grey into other people.
But the only true host was Jean. Like,
only true host. Yeah, she
Jean
is
was
the
the true
Phoenix.
host.
Actually, that's not entirely true. The current host is Maya.
Cyclops, right?
No, the current host is Maya Lopez, also known as Echo. And that was during the storyline Enter the Phoenix. And several heroes of Earth were chosen to host the Phoenix Force, but they had to battle each other to prove themselves to the Phoenix Force. Jean Grey, see, they've retconned Jean so many times because she's had so many deaths. But anyway, Jean Grey is not the perfect host anymore.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't read it anymore then, because, like, that was the thing about Jean. Jean was special. Jean was the most powerful mutant on Earth. Like, that's the way they wrote it.
The first human host of the Phoenix Force was right after the stuff I was talking to you about, Revan. After Atlantis sank and all that. She was an early ancestor, or rather would become an early ancestor of the woman who was born as Jean Grey.
So I'm going to show this.
Her human avatar is actually the mother. The original human host of the Phoenix is the mother of Thor.
So who's actually So I'm going to show this. This is it. This is going to make Rennie cry, and these are the hosts of
the Phoenix Force. Well, no, that's at one time.
Or are you talking about back in the day?
That was about 10 years ago. The current hosts were Captain America, Namor again, Black Panther, Hyperion. Yeah. Because the Phoenix has come and judged Earth twice now, to try to see who would be the perfect host. It was Hyperion, Echo, Namor. The second time was Hyperion, Echo, Namor, Captain America, Wolverine.
Now, have any of you watched the Phoenix Force movies?
Not necessarily the Phoenix Force movies, but the movie attempts at Dark Phoenix. And in my opinion only, no criticism to anyone, I feel like X3 was way better than Dark Phoenix. I feel like Famke Janssen was a better Jean Grey and better Phoenix than Sophie Turner could ever be. And I don't like Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique either. So
Sophie Turner can't act her way out of a paper bag. Okay.
Funny thing about Mystique and Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence crapped her acting performance from the first time she portrayed Mystique because she hated the costume so much and said it was really revealing. Now, not on screen because they covered parts up with CGI and things like that, but she said there was nip slips and other areas where the costume was ripping open at the seams, and she said she was constantly being exposed in that costume.
Yeah, but then she decided she was going to show her ass twice as hard. So her
argument of course.
Yeah, so she's a dumbass.
Yes, this is
of the Dark Phoenix saga in the comics. The best panel I've ever seen art-wise was it might have been Alex Ross he did a representation of it, but I can't remember who the original artist was. But it shows the surface of this planet and these aliens that look like asparagus people are running.
Yeah.
And in above the planet in space, the Dark Phoenix is absorbing their sun.
I just want to say to Cast in the Shadows, I do agree with you. Anything post 95, 96 pretty much turned into crap for me as well. Sorry, I just had to say that.
I don't entirely agree with you, but we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
The current Xmen run has been really good. Then that started in 2019 with House of X.
Yeah.
Jonathan Hickman is an awesome writer, and the thing about it is the Xmen storylines have not been woke at all. The current ones, in the last couple of years. Not anymore than the X-Men have always been, because the X-Men have always been somewhat woke. They've always been about...
Actually, the X-Men have been an allegory for the...
racism.
Basically, no. Insert oppressed or marginalized group here of whatever time period.
Basically.
Well, I'm going to say this, and what I did not like. Hey, son of a red shirt, good to see you, bud. Haven't seen you in a while. What I did not like, and I'm going to say this, is I did not like what Emma Frost did to Iceman and what she said about him. That was not right. That what they did.
That's been so long ago, though. Like that happened in the 90s.
That is what. No, what? Where she turned him gay?
Oh no, that's stupid. But anyway,
Yeah,
no, there was a time in the 90s where she took over Bobby's body, and she pushed his mutant abilities so far that they realized that Bobby is an Omega level mutant.
Well, they realized that a while back. It was him, Jean, and Xavier from the start. Well, Magneto.
She forced his powers. Emma was in his head and forced his powers so far that she damn near broke his mind.
Yeah, but he was an Omega level mutant, I thought, before that.
He wasn't classified as an Omega until after that situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
She unlocked his full ability. He was still considered an alpha level mutant at the time.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Now, you did ask earlier, Potato, before you asked me how I got into the X-Men in general, you did ask who my favorite mutant was, and I didn't actually get to share that. My favorite mutant happens to be Franklin Richards.
I'm going to get a picture of him for the class.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm going to get a picture of him for the class.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would like to tell everybody my favorite mutant when you're done there.
Of course.
Well, I'm waiting for you to show the picture.
Oh, yeah. I have to go to the Google box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's like 50,000.
Hey, PJ!
Hey, PJ, good to see you, buddy. Okay, so, and then we'll go over to Raquel after we go to Rennie.
Daniel's Hot Topics, I believe Professor X was always a Omega level.
No, he's not.
What?
He is not Omega. He's not a Omega level has been redefined.
Okay,
no, Omega level has been.
I haven't read it since it's been retconned, so to me, he's still Omega.
Yeah.
Like, because whenever I started,
I'm just saying.
Whenever I was reading the comics, it was him, Jean Grey, Magneto, and Iceman and Storm were the Omega level mutants that were really, really big. So those are some big ones. And but yes, my favorite X-Men.
Before the retcon, there were only 12 Omegas.
Okay.
Now it's any mutant who can drastically alter any elemental force. Like,
oh well, that's dumb.
Like mutants that can destroy the planet. People like Storm, Magneto. Xavier is a high-level telepath, yes, but he doesn't have the ability to crack a planet into like some of the others do.
Well, but he has the ability to crack into somebody's mind to make them crack a planet. Yeah. And he can actually take over someone by taking over their mind and actually control the person. So if the said person can break a planet, wouldn't that be, by Professor X controlling them, wouldn't that de facto make him Omega level?
Rennie, do you remember back when you read the comics? Because I'm pretty sure this line came out when you were reading it. Wolverine was talking about joining the X-Men. Right, about when he joined to a New Mutant. And he said, like, because he was looking at Professor Xavier, and he said, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if me joining the X-Men was my choice.
Yeah.
If that was my idea.
Who said that?
Wolverine.
He was talking to someone in his school.
I think he thought maybe he was being brainwashed by Professor X.
Yeah.
But you know, in all reality, I don't really think he was, but I think he thought that. But speaking of, that is my favorite mutant, is Wolverine. So in the comics, hey Kai.
Hey Kai. Oh, are we doing it like this? My bad. Hey everybody.
No. I just don't like having my camera on. You can have your camera on if you want. It's
because he looks like choice. Mr. Potato Head.
I'm not. I'm not going to be the only one on camera.
Hey, Rennie, stop telling the truth now, okay?
Why don't you get some little booties to put under your neck? It would be so cute. But
that would be awesome, actually. Hold on. I'll come back on camera as
Don't
Mr.
hate me,
Head.
potato. But yeah, like
I
my
don't
favorite
hate
is
you.
my favorite is Wolverine because out of the X-Men, he's actually fairly short, unlike the hot Hugh Jackman that was not too short in the movies. But but yeah, like Wolverine is fairly short. He's tough as nails. He can take a hit and keep going. He's not afraid of really much of anything, and if so, he doesn't show it. I mean, there's some rare moments when you see him, like, talk about some deep stuff, but no matter what, he's always got courage. He always wants to fight the good fight. At first he doesn't know if he's good or bad, but we know that deep down he's got a good heart. He's been around forever because of his regenerative powers. I mean, what's not to like about Wolverine? That's just
Hey, geeks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I would like to somewhat amend my answer really quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have actually 2 mutants in the top, and there's reasons for both of them. Franklin, because I prefer his childlike mind when he's young, and I see, I recognize he's rather powerful. Okay, but the second mutant, and this is for an entirely different reason, is Magneto. And the reason why I love Magneto is because even though he's always been somewhat villainous, he was very nuanced. He was a very nuanced character.
Well, he's a very intelligent villain, isn't he? He's not like all like, oh, I'm just gonna like kill everybody, and like he had a reason behind his methods.
To be honest, I've never quite seen him as a villain.
He's like an anti-hero to some people.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So I'm going to show a picture in 2 seconds where this is from the show The Gifted, and I think this is actually fairly interesting, right? What casting choice. So now, yeah, she does look like a cosplayer, but just bear with it. It's the world she's living in. Isn't like there's no X-Men anymore.
Oh, just shut up and show the picture.
Yes, sir. This is Rennie as a teenager. Sorry, I mean this is.
Is that Polaris?
That's Polaris.
Yeah, you can tell by the green hair.
Well, yeah. She actually dyes it in the show. Oh, for God's sake.
Almost. There he goes.
Oh, he didn't really. Where's the shoes?
I got my little booties. Where's my foot?
Where's the shoes?
Can we have a Kai is adorable in the comments?
There we
Kai,
go.
I'm making this the thumbnail.
Little booties.
Oh my god.
Potato head.
So, have you read the Old Man Logan story, Rennie?
Yes. And it's largely what the movie Logan was based off of.
It is. And now the question is, which one? Where they have to fight the evil Hulk family. But, Raquel.
Yeah.
What about you? Who's your favorite X-Men?
My favorite X-Men?
Well, or mutant.
Rogue.
Well, yes.
Yes. I like how she can steal people's powers and stuff. If it's not like, permanent or anything like that.
Well, it is if she kills him.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
She did it to Miss Marvel, but yeah.
Well, she almost did.
Oh, yeah. And her powers became permanent.
There we go.
And I believe she, for a long time, she couldn't, handle her powers. And I think I don't really follow the comics too much.
Yeah, that's okay.
From what I heard, she's getting a handle of her powers now.
Yes,
she has learned to control. There was the thing in the early 2000s where she got this virus from these people called the Hecatomb, and she used a baby Hope Summers to fix it. Well, rather, Mystique used a baby Hope Summers to fix it, and it reset whatever was broken inside Rogue's mind, so she could control the ability.
Oh, thank you for highlighting that, Potato. So I was going to mention that. I'm really sorry, Thade. But yeah, Beast is a great character, Geek Hero,
He
and
is.
Kelsey Grammer played the perfect Hank McCoy, like absolutely
Yes.
perfect.
Absolutely. I love the fact that even though he gets imprisoned, he gets locked up, whatever, he wants to do it right. It's like, no, I will prove that mutants aren't dangerous. But guys, I have a thought for you guys.
Well, what about
Okay.
Kai? Did he get to mention his favorite X-Men?
Oh, I'm sorry. Kai is everyone's favorite X-Men. I thought that was obvious. Kai, who's your favorite mutant or X-Men? Don't even have to be a good guy.
Huh.
We support villains here as well.
Well, you better, otherwise I
I've
wouldn't
never
be
asked
here.
myself that question before.
Really?
Well,
Like
I'm
when
trying
you
to
read the
undo this.
comics or saw the movies or the cartoon?
Yeah,
You-
I'm undoing the green screen because that was very uncomfortable to maintain.
Maintain it, you son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm comfortable again.
Yeah, do you have your cookies?
Shit. Honestly, I I kind of want to say Wolverine because of
Is he such a badass?
Yeah.
it's mostly like his attitude, his like let me see his perspective. He's the most human, like kind of out of it. He's the most grounded. His whole thing isn't like dealing with his identity or his powers or like fitting in with the world. He's way past all that shit. He is way beyond all that. And I think that's why, because everyone else seems to be trapped in something about the mutant struggle, and Wolverine is like, oh yeah, this shit again. And I like his different, like, he's in a different place than most of the mutants. I feel like he's actually just trying to live his life.
But yeah,
and do
but
his
what's
thing.
also even better about Wolverine is the fact that when it comes to most immortals, like Wolverine is a neo-immortal, right? It's that Wolverine, most immortals are like, oh yeah, this country rise, well, I'll wait for the next one, or I'll wait for the next empire, whatever like that. As Wolverine's like, yeah, but I can see this person over here is hurting right now. I'm going to help him, and then have a beer. You just sit up in your high pedestal, Bob.
And you gotta love a good berserker from time to time. I'm just saying,
Well, of
whenever he would get all
course.
crazy,
Well,
yes.
you also have to kind of
Daniel-
love the.
I do relate to him in that sense.
Hold
Too.
on, I'd like to answer this. Daniel's hot topic. I think he's going to be a variant because of the voice in the trailer for Doctor Strange. I believe it's going to be a variant of him. There has been artwork and things like that where we see him more cartoony. I don't think we're seeing just one. I think we're seeing many different versions.
I will say, like, to kind of piggyback onto that, was Patrick Stewart not the perfect Professor X until
I
they
Michael
kind of
Moore.
botched it.
Well, I seem so. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I know people say, oh, he doesn't. He's Patrick Stewart doesn't sound like he's from Britain, but
Yes, he does. Well, I mean, he's kind of Americanized it out a
No,
little bit, but
he's
he
meant
still
to be
does.
upper class, but like the man's been out of the country because the Xavier's Home for Gifted Mutants is in upstate New York. The man's not going to keep his accent. He's been there for how many decades?
Well, not just that, but Patrick Stewart is from Britain, and he wound up like living in America for so long, he kind of lost his accent a little bit.
No, that's not what happened.
No?
No, Patrick Stewart has a really embarrassing accent. It's from Yorkshire. He talks a bit like "Hello, me lover,"
Really?
right? Yeah.
I've never heard him talk like that. He must be a
no,
really
I
good
haven't,
Because-
faker.
I haven't either.
No, because
Well,
so
he
he
was
went
a-
to the Royal Academy of Music, Dance, and there he took elocution lessons from the people who teach the royals, right?
Okay.
So he basically got rid of his accent because could you imagine him being on the Enterprise? Okay, my lover, time to go to Warp 10, my lover.
Well, and not to get too far off topic, but Charles
Yeah.
Dance did something like that. You guys know who he is, right?
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
no clue. I have
Charles
no clue.
Dance, he was in The Golden Child. He was the bad guy.
Game of Thrones.
80s
Oh, okay.
Eddie Murphy film. He was the
Oh,
British
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
So he actually, I forget where he said he was from. I want to say, I thought he said he had just like some weird Cockney accent or something like that. But he said whenever he first got into show business, because I saw him do an interview, he taught himself, or he got someone to teach him how to speak just a very non-regional dialect, like a Londoner type accent, so he could get better roles, so people could understand him, or because people could understand him better. So
Yeah.
that is not his native accent. So a little bit of trivia
Okay.
there. So
I just wanted to add something to the Charles Xavier discussion at this point. I believe that James McAvoy actually played a really good young Xavier, because Xavier always talked about he had a different mindset when he was young.
Yeah.
Right.
He was
Yeah.
very arrogant. He was very full of himself. And
I didn't like him in Apocalypse, so I didn't think that was a great. Or no,
I
not
didn't either.
Apocalypse. Dark Phoenix. He did
Yeah,
not
but
play
my
a good
favorite-
Xavier in Dark Phoenix.
My favorite scene with Xavier, with McAvoy's Xavier, is in Days of Future Past, when he goes forward and meets his older self.
Yes, that is
Yes,
one of the
that
best
is-
scenes ever. And he's like, Charles?
Well, just know what he says in that, what the older one says to himself about nobody has ever truly lost. As long as you give them a chance, basically.
I wish I could play the clip, but the YouTube
No.
gods will strike me down faster than the fat man falling down the stairs.
Well, you can't play the clip, but I can quote the quotes. So give me a second.
Okay.
I was about to say, YouTube
Yeah.
will strike that as fast as Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It will strike it as fast as the Flash finishes with his girlfriend.
There you go.
Oh,
Or Superman. No, but
No,
Why,
do
why,
it.
why Superman?
didn't you see that Family
Actually-
Guy clip where
No,
like,
no.
So who was it that I think it was Brian? Like, do you guys watch Family Guy? Brian's like the dog.
No,
and he winds up going to hell.
I really don't watch Family Guy.
Yeah, so he winds up going to hell, and he sees Superman there, and he was like, "What are you doing here, Superman?" He's like, "Well, I was with this hooker, and she made this joke about me being faster than a speeding bullet, so I tore her in half like a phone book." So yeah,
Actually,
Hey.
do you want to hear some stupid canon about the Flash?
Hmm.
It is stated that the Flash has to basically disconnect himself from the Speed Force to engage in relations with a woman, or else, and I quote, he will saw her in half like a jigsaw going through a piece of wood.
That's lovely.
Uh-huh.
That sounds about right.
It is, but there's a joke in Justice League Unlimited where
is this what we've come to, talking about the Flash having sex? I mean,
yes,
I know.
welcome, but
Can we-
where he's
Can we
standing.
move on to better subjects like Wolverine and all that? No, just kidding.
well, hold on. I found this quote. Give me a second.
Oh, good.
I'm the best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice. I love that
Okay.
quote.
The quote, it goes like this, and basically it's Charles, blah 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 blah, and the younger says, "Is this what becomes of us?" Eric was right. Humanity does this to us, and his older self says, "Not if we show them a better path." The younger one says, "You still believe?" And Xavier says, "Just because someone stumbles and loses their path doesn't mean they're lost forever. Sometimes we all need a little help." The younger Charles says, "I'm not the man I was. I opened my mind up and almost everything overwhelms me." Older Charles says, "You're afraid, and you know it." And younger Xavier goes, "But all the voices, so much pain." And the final part of the quote is, and this is the older Xavier, says, "It's not their pain you're afraid of, it's yours, Charles. And as frightening as it can be, that pain will make you stronger. If you allow yourself to feel it, embrace it, it will make you more powerful than you've ever imagined. It's the greatest gift we have, to bear their pain without breaking. and it comes from the most human part of us, hope. Charles, we need you to hope again.
Yeah, and that is when Charles is at his lowest point, when he is a drug addict.
I mean, how cool is that whenever you meet yourself on the astral plane and you can talk some sense into yourself? I mean,
that sounds cool and all, but I don't think I want to watch it. I don't think I want to watch it.
girl, the Days of Future Past, that was a really good scene. So
It was.
that is a good scene, but I don't think I want to meet my future self.
Oh yeah, no. I thought
No, imagine if you met your future self and like you're standing there and Randy's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna meet my future self," and it's like, "Behold, drug addict." No,
I don't want to hopscotch and see how I am 30 years from now.
but
You know
that
what I mean?
removes the choice because
Revan.
let's say yes, buddy,
Can I address somebody in the chat really quick?
of course.
Daniel's Hot Topics. I just wanted to address a couple of your chats here. In one of them, he says, "But I mean, do you think in the end, if and when they merge the Fox X-Men universe, the MCU, creating the new MCU, that Patrick Stewart will stick around as Professor Xavier?"
No,
I'm going to say no, and the reason for that is they intend for the X-Men to be around for quite a while.
Patrick
And
Stewart's like a million.
he's 80 something years old, so he's not going to be able to do it.
I think he's 70 something.
70 something
No,
years old.
Patrick Stewart's actually getting frail. I follow him on Instagram, and he's actually getting really, really frail.
Yes.
If you look at him like on the trailers for now, I'm not going into opinions about Picard, but I'm just saying, if you look at his portrayal in Picard of him moving and everything like that, if you look at his portrayal in the new series of Picard, he's standing still a lot.
He's currently 81.
Dang, really?
Yeah,
It feels like he shouldn't be that old yet.
He was born in 1940, honey. He's 81 years old.
Well, I know. Never mind.
Anyway, but to address Daniel's hot topic, so no, I don't think he's going to continue.
Exactly, cast in the shadows.
They will probably recast him.
I think
that's also true. But remember, Picard ends this year, so
yeah, but next year. Next season actually.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm going to pit something to you, and I'm going to pit it to the chat as well. Guys, we have a problem with the X-Men. Magneto's origin can't happen anymore.
What?
That's a sticky situation because of the scaled time period.
Yes, but I'm just saying, if he shows up now, even in because everyone's familiar with his World War II fun camp. All I'm going to say, sorry about the phrasing, but I'm just going to put it like that. Okay? The World War II fun camp, he was there. He can't be there now. So I've heard people saying that maybe they think he should be part of a Russian, of something to do with the Russians.
Well, and that was going to lead into how I think they're going to bring the X-Men into the MCU.
Yeah.
I'd started to talk to you about it earlier. They missed a beat with the X-Men with missing Eternals. Missed a beat. They could have brought in mutants there, but what the rumor is now, and of course, take all rumors with a grain of salt until you see it for reals. Actually stated factually, what the rumor is now is they're saying either some rather powerful telepaths of the mutant race have hidden them for whatever reason, or Wanda is going to do something in Multiverse of Madness to cause the mutants to become a thing.
Okay.
I'm really glad that I don't watch Marvel anymore. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm tuned out of the Marvel stuff too.
Yeah, Kai, what's your favorite X-Men property? Like movies, shows, things like that, other than comics?
It's like favorite X-Men thing?
Yeah. Well, stuff that you
aside
love?
from comics, he's
Well,
saying.
Yeah, I had a Sega Genesis. I still have the Sega Genesis, and I need to buy a Sega Genesis controller. But I have the Sega and X-Men 2 Clone Wars. That game was freaking awesome.
So, guys, if any of you are out there are living in 1999, give Kai a call.
Actually, Revan, another thing that I've got to
X-Men.
Another thing that I've got to mention in the chat. Cast in Shadows does make a good point. It was something I didn't think about, and it's something that they did in the Ultimate universe. He could still be from World War II. In the Ultimates, his magnetism caused him to age very slowly.
Yes.
Okay,
So
he
could still be from World War II. It would just you would have to explain it as.
Stop saying that. Just say the 1940s.
From WWII back there, that period. Anyway, he could still be from that time period.
Actually, Daniel's hot topic. No, that's only a rumor. The fact is that when Hugh Jackman stepped down, he said that Bean Logan was taking a toll on his body, and one of the things was he adopted.
Really,
kids.
his body looked great.
It did, but it was taking a massive toll on.
I have heard that Hugh Jackman is done with Wolverine.
Yeah, like he said that one of the things that really upset him and made him like stop being Wolverine was it was at his kid's birthday party when the kid was like really young, right? And the kid like had the birthday cake and said, "Daddy, would you like some cake?" And he turned around and he said, "I can't have any cake." And he said that his kid was crying and he was brokenhearted and he said, "I can't be doing this anymore."
Couldn't you just have a little piece of the cake?
Yeah, just don't be a bitch, Hugh Jackman. Just do some extra sit-ups and have some fucking cake, bro.
Go punch some iron after that cake.
Yeah, but guys,
you don't have to have a big piece.
Or go to work with your wife after that cake.
I've been in really good shape. He could have had that cake. He's burning the calories. He can afford
you never
cake.
heard of a cheat day?
He's being a pansy ass. But back to what Rennie was saying. Where Rennie was agreeing with my taste in X-Men things.
That's right.
The Clone Wars was dope. You got to actually play through the Clone Wars as these X-Men, and then you fight Magneto, and then Magneto joins you and becomes a playable character. It's freaking dope.
Like everything 90s X-Men was actually fairly pretty good. Just saying. Didn't break canon entirely. Yeah.
I'm a fan of everything X-Men from from about late 70 to about 2000, and then I take a jump there until the current Hickman line of X-Men comics.
No, that picture Potato Raven just showed. Look how ripped he is in that pic.
Actually,
I have that movie. That's from the Wolverine.
I can hear that. Hey, Tyron, you're going to have a very
holy crap.
Yeah, but guys, he's also dehydrated. You do realize that?
I don't really care because he just looks so damn good in that picture.
Yeah.
And he's doing fine now. So
well, that's like if he got into a decent like shape just normally,
he is.
Like for a regular standard, I mean, if he got his body going to where it was just regular standard, like usually actors will like get into shape for a role and then go back to not really doing much. If he just had a regular fitness regimen to where his body was always at a certain like standard level where it wouldn't take that much to actually get into that kind of like ripped look, then it wouldn't be draining on his body. He could eat cake. He could do all these things. But also, if he doesn't stay in shape normally, then it's going to take a toll on him.
Also, Tyron, when you marry Rennie, all I'm going to say is dress up as a Wolverine. You're welcome.
That's
anyway,
private.
No, so guys, that's him normally. I'm just saying, this is him normally.
Okay.
Right from the Greatest Show, and this is him as Wolverine. There's not too much difference.
No, there's really
You realize also that a lot of his workout that he did to be Wolverine actually took a toll on his body, like it does all of their bodies.
Sorry, I was watching the chat.
If anything, though,
does he, Randy? He has an awesome physique.
Well, like the thing about Wolverine is he could have gotten away without being so ripped. Like Wolverine is like a stocky dude. He could be a little like heavier set and just bulky, and just a mean machine. He doesn't need to be this fit model looking guy.
Hold on. I'm going to tease Rennie. I'm sorry, I have to. Okay.
A picture of you with a pair of feet under your chin?
No. Now, Rennie, there you go.
Oh my God, yes.
for you.
Oh, thank you so much. I actually have X-Men Origins Wolverine. Not a great movie, but a lot of great body and ass shots. Just say,
Randy has never ever gotten past that scene. She does not know how it ends.
shut up. Actually, I do, and you get to see him run out like bare ass naked. But yeah, so anyway.
No, dressing up as James Bond for her wedding.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do. You know, hey, more power to him. Either way,
The
doesn't
on-
matter.
So the only Fox character no, we actually don't know the full extent of who's actually going over. What we do know is that they're recasting everyone except for Deadpool, because as part of the contract, Deadpool has been contracted to get a Deadpool 3, and Ryan Reynolds has showed images of him in the Deadpool costume. We are getting a Deadpool 3 as with Deadpool.
He also did that short with Korg.
Yeah.
From Thor. That was his official entry into the MCU, technically. But in any event, we're not really sure. They haven't really said who they're casting. For the MCU stuff. I think we might find out a little bit, possibly, with Multiverse of Madness, because they've done some reshoots to even out some of the rumors. We've got till May to find out.
Speaking about Deadpool, my favorite.
You got some nice Ryan Reynolds pics or what? No, just kidding. I'm sorry.
Yes, Randy, I'll send them to your DMs.
Sorry, just being silly. Go on.
Thanks for ruining it. Stream over, guys. Go
It's
home.
what I do. No.
I know, right? So, if you know, this is the best Deadpool story out there. I love this. Do any of you guys know what it is?
No.
I didn't read Deadpool as much as X-Men.
No. This wasn't necessarily comic strictly. Basically, Deadpool helped a girl to stop unalive herself. He said, "I'm going to take you on a tour of the city as Deadpool, and if you want to, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you do what you need to do." And at the end of it, he kept texting. It turns out throughout the entire adventure, he kept texting this hospital. And at the end of it, he brought her to the hospital. And it's like, "I thought you were going to let me unalive myself." And he's like, "No, I said I'm going to let you do what you need to do. And you need to do this." And 2 doctors came out and brought her in. One of the best stories out there. Tom Cruise Iron Man. Yeah, it is. It is like absolutely like beautiful.
Yeah, that's the thing about Deadpool is he gets one over on people in ways that they're not expecting.
I just love his smart mouth. You gotta love it.
Well, he is the
but I am a smart ass.
And just for anyone who's a gay, bi, woman, woman, what the fuck?
Oh no, you're gonna get canceled.
Oh boy!
Oh come on!
There you go.
Jesus. Okay. Look, I'm completely straight, but even I have to admit Ryan Reynolds is built nice. Okay,
look,
just say
this is what I've become. This is my channel now. Anyway,
what?
You know what? She started it. She started. That one started it. She started it.
Call your channel Potato Likes Hot Guys or Hot Potato.
Though I do have to question, Revan. You have an awful lot of really stacked hot men on your in pictures. Did I worry?
It's called Google. It's called Google. Okay.
Right. You got it.
Right. You're gonna try to lead me to believe that you don't have those saved on a file somewhere.
No, what I have saved on the file is your phone number, your address, and your current location. Just be careful now, or else we'll send someone over to it. Or else, Randy, I'll send you a vegan pizza.
Oh, I'm gonna have to return to sender on that sucker.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Potato.
I love this movie. Right?
Yes.
Did
I
guys?
love
Do
that
you remember?
portrayal of Colossus.
Oh yes. Do you remember when he was talking and he said, "Hey guys, whatever the blind woman's name is," he said, "Oh yeah, it's in the thing next to it, the cure for blindness and a giant bag of cocaine."
Yeah.
Blind Owl is her name, by the way.
Blind Owl, yes, that's her name.
I
I'm
thought you
going to
had
show you this. One sec. I'm going to show this, okay?
Okay.
Where it, because they didn't actually show this properly. There it is. So I'm going to have to upload 2 things. And no, they're not topless men this time. I promise I'm fucking straight. My God. This is what my stream has become, folks.
I'm telling you,
So-
I think you got those pictures saved. So
Okay, wait. And then when he removes it, the cure for
The
blindness.
cure for blindness.
Very nice.
Oh. I hope if they do an Iron Man 4... No, if they do an Iron Man 4, we won't get Tom Cruise. He's too
He's
expensive.
so tiny. He's tiny
Don't-
Tom Cruise. He's
Don't
a
say
little
that. The
short dude.
Scientologists will come for you.
He's like what 5'5"? I mean, come on.
He's little
Plus,
Cruz.
he's crazy.
Did you
He's
guys
tiny
hear what
Cruise.
Tom... Guys, did you guys actually hear what Tom Cruise did to the script of the Mummy movie he was in?
No
Oh
idea.
God, I don't
He's
even want
crazy.
to know.
Tom Cruise had them write a line that said, "What? With a young man like you doing this? Impossible."
Mm.
Well, you know he's crazy, right?
Yeah. What did
I
you
mean,
guys think of
anybody who follows a religion that believes in that aliens brought us here.
I'm not talking. I'm not. We don't talk religion on this channel, even if it's Scientology. But moving on. So, guys, what did you think of Deadpool 2? And like, because I've heard people didn't like it compared to Deadpool 1.
I didn't like fat teenager like Bernie guy. I forget what his name was, but he just wanted to burn everything down and he was angry and obese. But yeah, that's the only way I remember him, okay? And I want to say he's from Australia or something because he has like
He's
a
Maori.
thick accent. Yeah, there well
He was
they're
Maori.
us-
And actually,
Yeah,
the
so
character
they
he was
usually
based
sound-
on,
or go to New
The
Zealand
character
or
he was-
Australia.
the character he was based on from the comics wasn't even Australian. He was a white kid.
Well, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't like huge.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
I'm trying to
skinny
find a
little
really
white
nice
kid.
way to say that. Yeah. So
Oh,
you
let me take the brunt for it. He was a chunk.
Just
Yeah.
say he's fat. He's fat. Okay.
like, well, I
There you
hate
go.
saying that and trying to be cruel and fat shaming because I
I
have my own
know.
issues with weight. So
But like it,
He's
like,
a-
you
I
know,
get it.
yeah,
I
guys
think
are,
they were going
like,
for
you
comedy
know,
and like if it's some
Yeah.
skinny little kid, you know you're gonna feel different kind of sympathies for that character than like him being overweight and then also feeling like shunned and tossed around and
Yeah.
ignored. But
Yeah.
So
like
this,
I think they went
this
for
is him.
personality though, not necessarily like
All right.
aesthetic.
yeah,
So he has a few
And-
extra
Yeah.
pounds on him. No big.
and
No,
this is
I
who
was
he's,
just
that's who
saying-
he's meant to be.
I just didn't it like I get why they did that and that's
Yeah.
totally fine. I just didn't like his personality and I found it very unrealistic.
He was
That
a dick.
number one, that he turned into a dick so fast. And number two, that he turned it around. So it
So fast.
just didn't so it didn't really flow for me and I didn't like that part of it. But I did like Josh Brolin as Cable. I thought
Yes.
he was pretty good Cable. Some people didn't like him. I liked him just fine. I didn't like Ryan Reynolds doing the voice of Juggernaut. I didn't like CG Juggernaut. I think we could have done without him. And then I thought Domino was okay, but just again a pointless character. So
Mm.
I thought it was kind of fun how they did the X-Force thing and everybody pretty much died. But and then like Brad Pitt's little cameo, that was cute. But
Yeah.
there was just some things they could have done without, and I think it would have been a better movie. And then, like, honestly, I think his girlfriend dying would have helped progress his character, but then they just threw that in the shitter too. So
He's meant to be bisexual and everything like that. But my thing about it is, which was a big part of who Deadpool actually is now, is Deadpool fell in love with Lady Death, right?
I thought
Yeah.
that was Thanos.
No,
Well,
both of them.
Deadpool,
Oh, okay.
Deadpool fell in love with her, and there was a problem between him and Thanos.
Okay.
And as a punishment, he got cursed with immortality. That is why he can't die.
He got cursed with true immortality.
Yeah, true immortality.
But that wasn't,
yeah,
but that wasn't necessarily a retcon, though. That was just along his time with Deadpool.
yeah.
I think the kid from Deadpool 2 it reads very accurately to someone who's like been damaged and grown up in abusive environments, looking for a
Yes.
role model, because he's reaching out for role models and sees someone great that he can look up to and gets all attached, and then when he feels betrayed by them, he's quick to turn on them and like push them out, like, no, you're just like everyone else. So all that felt authentic to me.
Oh yeah.
In that sense.
Like
he's and also another thing I want to point out is you said this is who he's supposed to be, is this like fit guy, but I know a dude that is like 6 foot something and in like tremendously good shape, but in high school he was the fat kid, and then just after high school he stretched out and got really tall and like in decent shape, and then dedicated himself to never getting fat again, and so he took his fitness very seriously. So like that kid's still a kid, he's got some years on him. Maybe a few years from now he stretches up, gets tall, and then he looks like that superhero guy. So I don't mind his weight,
I don't either.
mean I wasn't trying to fat shame.
No,
I feel bad about
I don't
that.
care about fat shaming. People shouldn't be fat. It's not healthy.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to fat shame either.
No, we weren't. We weren't. Just we were
That's
just
the way
pointing
it was
out.
describing him. I couldn't think of a way to
I was just
describe
saying
him.
'cause
I
you brought up
forgot
the-
his
Yeah,
name.
I think
Yeah.
overweight's a proper term.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck proper terms. Don't be fat.
Oh dear.
But the thing is, it's like, for those of you who
Gross.
didn't actually see this, Squidgy McTidgy grows up into this guy. Because I had to upload it, so I should have said that first. This is who he grows up into.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know
That's,
who he is as an
that
adult.
is
but
him.
yeah.
In
Because
what?
remember, Cable
Oh,
talks
yeah.
about how he destroyed his family and stuff whenever he's older.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so he does
So-
get in good shape. He's not fat in the future. See?
No.
No,
That's right.
exactly.
He grows out of it.
Like, when you're meant to be a megalomaniac, you have to be in shape.
Well,
better
like
get in
he
shape
was all
then, no.
fat, and then once he got fit, he was like, "Yeah, now you all like me, huh?" Burn.
Yeah, except what really turned him over the edge is, as you see, his hands are pyrokinetic.
Kinetic.
Yeah, that he accidentally cremated his first girlfriend.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah.
From the inside out.
Yeah, exactly. He had a religious experience there. He saw a bit of a
Did he get a
burning
little too
bush.
excited?
Yeah, a little bit. Like he saw a
He's
bit of a
like-
burning. Anywho, my God, this stream has gone downhill. I'm gonna have to rename this stream. Sorry. But guys, I think we've been at the hour. Randy has to head off, and it is late o'clock here. And so, guys, do you want to start shielding yourself? Kai, you want to shield your book and your channel?
Yeah, sure. I has a book and a channel. The book
Yes,
is
It's
Space
not
Crime
pop-up
Domino.
porn.
Sorry, what?
It's-
Was it about porn?
No, his book is not pop-up porn.
Oh, no, it's a sci-fi novel called Space Crime Domino, available on Amazon. And then on weeknights, I do a late night show starting at 11 p.m. Pacific called Late Night Delight on my channel here on YouTube. So, yeah, that's where
Yeah.
you can find me.
Fantastic. Raquel, you want to chill?
Yeah. Let's see. I do Funhouse Shenanigans every Thursday, and I also do watch parties. Also, maybe sometime next week, I'm getting my game channel set up as well.
Oh, fantastic! What game you playing?
Uh, I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you know.
Let me know, because if you're playing like Destiny or Sea of Thieves, I'll join you.
Okay.
Yeah, Ranny, you're not allowed.
Rude as fuck.
I know, right?
I got you, Kai. I put it in your channel in the chat.
Thank you. I'll
You're
put that
welcome.
into the description.
So typically on Saturday mornings, for the most part, I've been on Teresa Martin's channel talking about Lord of the Rings books, which has been great. Anybody who knows me knows that I love to read, and I was raised with Tolkien as a big influence. So I still love the books. I love the movies. Amazon can't take away from me what I already have in print. And then on Mr. Brown Alliance, I'm typically on there Saturdays at 4 or 5 o'clock Central. This week we're talking about Iron Man, the before MCU Marvel movie. So that's, in my opinion, it's the best movie of the franchise. If you want to agree to disagree, no worries. We can still be friends, but it's my favorite. So that's typically where you can find me on Saturdays, and then sporadically, just kind of depending on what's going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm on here with you, Potato, and
I know,
sometimes
right?
other places. So
I leave the door open and she just wanders in.
oh, whatever.
Tad, do you have anyone to show?
Well, I'm just kind of everywhere. I do a little work with Raquel. The channel that I'm working on, I'm working on getting my channel started. It's going to be true crime and paranormal stuff.
Ooh, nice.
But I also I do Friday nights with Jason Lee Tucker's Statement, the Midnight Snack Show.
Yeah.
I work a lot with Jedi Bill, do his karaoke streams and some of his late night Insomniac Soup. I've also been quite a bit over at Poindexter Lounge working with Enosh and his group. We do have, me and Raquel also have a channel with a guy named Brodan, but right now we're on hiatus. We're changing some stuff on the path of that channel. So, we're kind of overhauling what we do with that channel. It's an entertainment kind of nerd topic channel. But we're switching gears a little bit over there, so that may not be back up for like a month or so.
Okay.
Other than that, you pretty much can find me anywhere nerd stuff is talked about on YouTube. I've made appearances just about everywhere. So
sweet. So guys, I'm gonna say, so there. If you check the description box down below to this video on any of your televisions, you will see like a load of different channels. Go check them out. One of the guys who isn't here due to other commitments that he had is Forbidden Guard. He runs a little nerd channel where he does like retro gaming. If any of you guys are interested in retro gaming, he's like, and I promise you will learn about 15 new swear words in about 4 different languages. Yeah. Then, so that he is also writing a book. Keep an eye out for that. I'm planning on having a writer stream with all people I know who have the ability to read. So that's not many people.
I
So
was going to say it's going to be a short stream.
I know, right?
Kidding.
Yes. So I'm going to end it here. And everyone, thank you so much for coming. And all of you have a great night. Stay safe out there. And remember, fuck you, Kevin Smith.
Oh my God. Every
Later.
time.
I have if you want, before you go, I have a story about X-Men, the cartoon from when I was a kid.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, okay.
If Potato's
So-
okay with it.
When I was little, I played soccer. And so, like, soccer games were on Saturday.
you mean football?
Oh, yeah, football. Sorry. I'm used to Americans. I played football. And so they were on Saturday. The games were on Saturdays. And so we're Saturday morning cartoons, which included X-Men. And
Ooh.
so I would set the VCR to record the cartoons that were going to play while we were gone. And I would put in a blank disc or a disc that was designated for recording shows and stuff. And then that's just how we would do. We'd come home and then watch cartoons after. So one day, we're in the living room just watching the movie Contact with Jodie Foster and all
Oh God,
right,
one of the
that
worst
guy.
movies ever.
We're watching Contact. Would you say one of the best or one of the worst?
Worst.
Worst.
Yes.
Well, my dad liked it, and so we're watching
Mine did too.
Contact.
Your dad has no taste.
We're in the middle of Contact, and at some I don't remember at some point as the action was as things were kind of building up, all of a sudden Wolverine appears on the screen, yelling. He's like, "Rah!" And he's like breaking. There's electricity around him and shit, and I jump up like, "Oh shit! What happened? Oh, this shit looks cool. What's going on?" Like in my head, just trying to figure out what's going on because we're just watching Contact. And all of a sudden, Xmen is on, and my dad sits up and shoots up from the seat. He's like, "What? Somebody recorded over my movie." And for me in my head, I was like, "Oh shit, that was me. It had to be. I'm always the one that sets the VCR." But he doesn't seem to be catching on to that, so I'm just gonna stay quiet.
And he never found out. So, guys, I'm going to ask everybody in the audience because my friend Farv is actually live now playing Guild Wars. So, guys, would you please go over to him? 9 of you here, go over to him. He's a veteran. He's got PTSD. He streams to cope with like the stuff going on in his head. Could you please go over to him, give him a sub, give him a like, and everyone please go over to him and tell him hi from Potato Rev, and it'll give him the time, like the best thing, because this guy's going through honestly a really hard time, and his channel's gone a little bit stagnant because like no one's going over to it. So I'm asking, like, while I'm ending the stream, please go over to it. Like, there's 10 of us here. Well, 9 because I technically don't exist. So if you all go over to him, he will get like it'll really help him and it'll really cheer him up. So please just go over and say hi, and everyone have a great night. The link is there in the channel, and be awesome. And as my late friend Cap Admiral Doom always said, live life as if awesome was a downgrade.